Good morning. It's the Call Flo radio show, and you're on the air.
It is indeed time for the Call Flo radio show. Your time right now, 8:07, and we are broadcasting from the Francis E. Wood studio in downtown Farmville, streaming online, WFLO.net. Noah Messarge with you this morning, and it's flying solo today. We were going to have Dan Albus come in and co-host today's episode, but unfortunately he had to attend to other things, so he will not be able to make it in today, unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead and continue with the show anyways. And like I said, you can call in at the phone number 434-394-0924. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday so far. It's kind of over the hump Wednesday, in the middle of the week, kind of, depending on, what you subscribe to. So, it's a good time, to go outside. Great weather out. Just read the weather a minute ago. 45 degrees in downtown Farmville, and that is my prime temperature. Going outside when it's 45 degrees, that's where I feel most alive. Not everybody seems to think that, which I understand. Some people don't like the cold. Some people, but I'm the type of person that I can't really do the heat. I don't know if anybody has to deal with the problems of being out in the sun for too long, but I just start melting away. I'm like one of those icicles on the sidewalk a little kid drops. So it's just a lot of problems with heat and heat exhaustion, and then you get the ticks are out. The ticks may be out in the wintertime. I unfortunately do not know. I don't think they are though. But the summertime comes with a lot of problems, so it's just one of those things. And feel free to call in though to the show, and the phone number once again is 434-394-0924. That is the phone number to call into the Call Flo radio show. And I'm surprised we haven't heard from Henry yet. Usually he calls in pretty soon after we start, so we probably will be hearing from him today at some point, I would imagine. And like I said, it's your Wednesday. It's a good day to be alive. I enjoy Wednesdays. There's something about being this close to the weekend that is just so nice. So I don't know. I've always been a big fan. And we do have a phone call, so I'm going to go ahead and hop to the phone lines now and take this and say good morning. You're on the Call Flo radio show.
Well, hello there, good friend.
Hey, good morning, Henry. How are you today?
Oh, not Henry, but
oh, man, you could have fooled me.
It's Henry in spirit. No, I was doing my... who was I doing?
Is that your impression of a Southern Baptist pastor?
I guess something like that. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, John. How are you doing today, sir?
We are surviving, my friend.
I love it.
We're doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. Not too bad. Like I said, it's a Wednesday. I'm just enjoying this 45-degree weather before we hit 90 degrees, and I am melting.
My weather, you mean? Oh yeah.
Yes. I mean, John, like really. I mean, how do you? Well, also, I mean, it could be because I like to wear long sleeves. I like to wear some button-down long sleeves, and that's just what I like to wear all year round, pretty much. But right. I can't do, when I wear like a polo and it's hot, I'm still dying. It's the worst. I start melting, and this is a whole ordeal.
Well, when I was your age, I liked the colder weather, but as I became an old codger, I don't like it as much.
Do your joints stiffen up? I heard somebody told me once when with the age and then the cold weather comes around, your joints start to stiffen up, kind of like an old car. I guess, I don't know.
I haven't gone through that this year. I have had something like that once in a while, but not this year.
Okay. And then something to do with the rain as well? Like when it rains...
Sometimes, the rain, the dampness or whatever, that'll do it.
That's amazing that the weather starts to affect the body at a certain age.
Yeah, well, it could just be the body itself, just like doesn't like this weather, and But when I was young, I didn't mind it, the cold and all that. But who the heck wants to talk about weather? Got to watch my language.
Yes, that's right. You don't want to drop HE double hockey sticks on the Call Flo morning show, John. We have children listening.
Right, you scum bum.
That's pretty.
You
That's
don't
pretty
want
bad.
anything too. Racy out there.
Yeah.
No, I just I was listening, and I just wanted to make sure you had at least one call today.
Oh,
How
yes.
are the calls?
Yeah, well, you were the first caller, and we appreciate that. But everything's coming in clear. Everything's sounding good. So no, we appreciate that. Well, we do have another phone. John, do you mind holding on for 1 second? I just want to test. We have another call coming in. I want to see if I can switch.
Me a guinea pig. Okay.
Pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to switch to the next caller.
Sure.
Good morning. You're on the Call Flo radio show. Can you hear me okay?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Is this Henry?
This is Henry.
Henry, can you hear me okay? Am I coming in clear?
I'm not hearing too well.
Oh, you're hearing because of the shingles, but you can understand what I'm saying for the most part, correct?
Hold on, let me change ears just a
Okay,
second.
change ears? Okay, sure, yeah.
Beg your pardon?
No, that sounds good. Go ahead and swap the phone to the other ear and see if that helps.
My hearing is not too well.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on 1 second, Henry. We have John Staten on the other line, and I'm just going to let him know that everything worked. I want to make sure that I tell him. So just if you can bear with me for one moment, please. John?
Yes.
Could you hear what I was saying to Henry about like everything working and all of that?
I heard. Yeah, I heard you. Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to tell you, and obviously, have that things. We got Henry on the other line. If you want to hang tight and stick around.
This is wonderful. So you get to go back and forth and tell the other person what they're saying. This is magnificent.
That's exactly
a
right,
ratings
John.
winner. Noah, you, my friend, I'm going to get you a nice fruit basket when I get back.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'll see if you want to stay on the line. I'm going to go over to Henry, though, and see how he's doing. So talk to you soon, maybe. All right, Henry, sorry about that. We're doing a little experiment with the phone lines today. And, John Staten obviously was the guinea pig today. I don't know why I said obviously. It's not so obvious. But good morning, and how are you doing today? Do you got any jokes for us?
Well, I might make a comment or two. Is John okay?
John is doing good. He's just been out for a little bit. He's got some doctor's appointments, just feeling a little under the weather. But hopefully he is talking about maybe even coming in today and kind of doing lunch break, possibly. I don't want to say that for sure because, in case if he doesn't, but he's starting to feel a lot better. So he is doing good.
Okay, well, I've been praying for him.
Well, that's good to hear.
One time, I asked a young lady, I said, "Is that perfume I smell?" She said, "Yes, it is perfume, and yes, you do smell."
Oh, yeah. Not quite the response you were looking for.
Yeah. It's like the fellow that drank 8 Cokes and he burped 7 Up.
Oh. It's a little soda joke there.
Yeah. They've got a new tax on hitchhikers.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. It's called the thumb tax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if he's thumbing his way. A lady brought a long, flat donut because when he ordered the donut, they told him to step on it.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, it was flat where they'd stepped on it. So I went out in the graveyard and he saw a man out of a tomb and he was crying. And he walked over and the man was saying, "Why did you die? Why did you die?" And he thought this fella thought he would, you know, show some comfort to the man. And he walked up and he says, "It's your wife's grave?" He said, "No, it's my wife's first husband."
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy sent a note to his doctor, and he said, I just can't sleep knowing I owed you some money, so I'm sending you a check. But if I still can't sleep, I'll send you the rest of it. Yeah. There was two little babies in the hospital just born, and one of them looked over to the other one and said, "Are you a boy or a girl?" Says, "I'm a girl." "And now, what are you?" And he said, "I'm a boy." She said, "How do you know?" And he said, "Well, wait till the nurse goes out and closes the window, and I'll show you that I'm a little boy." So after a while, the nurse drew the curtain and closed the door, went out, and the little girl said, "All right, show me your little boy." He said, "All right." He kicked the covers back and pointed and said, "Look, blue booties." And anybody keeps up with that knows blues.
Of course. Yep. That I didn't think that's where that was going, but that's very funny.
Identical twins were born. They were identical, except the boy was larger. Now that makes like, holy doctor. I'm a wonderful doctor. Come on, I'll pull yourself together.
Hey, Henry, you're getting a little muffled. I don't know if maybe you can move the phone a little bit closer. I don't know if it's near your face or not, but it just kind of went out there a little bit.
I didn't catch all of that.
Oh, I was just saying you were getting a little muffled, but I can hear you better now.
Someone asked me where I was from, and I said Virginia. And they said, "What part?" I said, "All of me."
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. The doctor said you have valves and vessels and so forth. No wonder you have tired blood.
Henry, I think you're starting to break up a bit. I don't know. You started going out there a little bit again. You might be the signal. You might have to move around somewhere else or something because again, you're just kind of getting muffled a bit.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Oh no, I was just saying you were getting muffled, but I can hear you now. It's like your voice. It was just breaking up a bit.
Oh, yeah. At 4:21 a.m. April the 12th, 1994, firemen were called to a fire at Joe Burden's house across from WFLO. A utility house was on fire, and it was a storage place for different things, including had some gunpowder in there, and that little shed was burning, and there were several explosions, and I had been at work, and when the fire had gone off and they heard the announcement. I won't talk so much. And at 4:40, the firemen had put out the fire. But at 4:30, the trees at 4:30.
Hmm.
And at 10 minutes later, they put out the fire. Yeah. All right. At 4:45, my hand wrote, "Today, like a sudden destruction, the story about Moses became a local reality, not to destroy, but to save."
Mm-hmm.
Now, at 8 o'clock, when I got off the air, I went back to the fire station. And the same bush.
Henry, I cannot hear you anymore. Can you hear me okay? Because you started off clear, and then it sounds like you're just like moving, like the phone is getting further away from your face, and it's getting harder to pick you up.
Well.
Oh, there we go. That's
no.
that's perfect. That's amazing. If you could keep doing that, whatever that is.
Okay. Well, hopefully tomorrow we'll. Let's see. Today is what, Monday?
Correct. Today is Wednesday.
Wednesday. That's right. That's right. Normally, Chris Wood would be on, right?
Correct. Yes. She just had some surgery in her hand, and so she will be back tomorrow. I was just saying for the phone line, it sounded like you were slowly moving away from the phone, and it was getting harder to pick you up, and I couldn't really quite hear the rest of that story. So, but if you want to call back tomorrow, we absolutely love to hear back from you for sure.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Henry.
Thank you so much.
All right. Talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye. All right. Well, that was Henry Folter. I'm going to see if John is still on phone line 1. Bets are probably not, but we'll just double check and see. John, are you still there with us? Negative. Okay, so John did hang up. So the phone lines again are open, and that is correct. We do have 2 phone lines today. So even if somebody is on the phone currently, we can put you on hold and just switch over to you, and you can tell us what you're up to today. If you have any weekend plans, and so on and so forth. So again, phone number to call in 434-394-0924. And like I did mention just to Henry a minute ago, Chris Wood will be back tomorrow for the Call Flo radio show. She just got some I believe carpal tunnel surgery, so she's just recovering from that. And possibly we might see John return later on today just to do a little voice tracking here and there, possibly. So again, no guarantees on that, but it's your Wednesday, and it is 8:25. So you know what that means. We're getting close to the bottom of the hour, and so we're going to be having your birthday calendar coming up, as well as your weather forecast here on the Call Flo radio show. And like I mentioned before, Noah Messarge with you till 9 o'clock today. And, I'd love to hear your opinions on the news right now today, the political climate, and kind of the headlines are kind of crazy. You look at a newspaper nowadays and you wonder if you're in a John Carpenter film. Like, you're really, things are just so crazy nowadays. So if you want to call up, if you have any opinions you would like to discuss or thoughts that you would like to share, we would, I'm happy to hear you out and listen to you and, try to gain some new understanding on certain issues. So I'll say the phone number once more, and that is 434-394-0924. And we're able to hold 2 calls now. So even if somebody's on the phone, we will talk to you. So just pulling up the, today in history, and thought we would, get into a little history lesson for this morning. And it says right here, on February 25th, 1964, American boxer Muhammad Ali, known at the time as Cassius Clay, became the world heavyweight champion by knocking out Sonny Liston in 7 rounds. Great fight. And we do have a phone call coming in, so we're going to go ahead and take that now. And, hold on one second.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. You're on the Call Flo radio show. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. How are you doing today?
This is Chris.
Yes.
I'm doing well. I'm resting, and physically, it's just my hand that is deterring me from getting to the radio station. And you know what? I just can't wait to get there tomorrow.
Yes.
But
yeah.
I do want to thank the surgical staff and all at Central Southside Community Hospital. They were absolutely wonderful. I was in and out. My surgery was a little bit later. It was around 2 o'clock when they finally took me in. So they told me I shouldn't drive a car for 24 hours. So I'm here icing and, getting ready to come back to work.
You get back to work and push those buttons, Chris, too. Yeah, tomorrow you got to be pushing a lot of buttons. I know, so it is good to have those, kind of fingers and muscles all, ready to go.
Yes, that is correct. So, I'm looking forward to it, and I know that the news with John I've heard him a little bit earlier. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that everything is going to turn out all right with him. So, you're there by yourself, but you're doing a fantastic job.
Oh, well, thank you, Chris. Learn from the best. So there you go. But well, and I think, I don't know if you heard, but Henry was just asking about you. He was wondering if you were going to be coming in tomorrow, and I said yes. So I think he's looking forward to speaking with you versus speaking with me today. So
I'm going to take this big fat dressing off of my hand so I can basically we use the mouse or whatever it is, and the pushing the buttons and everything. So I look forward to all of that. WFLO is unique because it's family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you just want to stay close.
Sure.
And get there because it's so much fun to work with all these beautiful people.
Absolutely.
So, there you go.
That is great. That's a great word, Chris. Well, we really appreciate your call. I don't know why I'm saying we. I appreciate your call. It's just me today. My imaginary co-host sitting over here,
Well, I commend you for doing this by yourself, but you're doing a great job, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, talk to you.
I appreciate everybody's prayers, too.
Oh, absolutely.
And concerns. So, but I'm doing just fine. I'm going to rest a little bit today, and so I can be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning.
Beautiful. All right, Chris. Well, we're going to hop to the bottom of the hour, but we look forward to hearing and speaking to you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody take care.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Chris Wood, and just checking in, kind of updating us on the whole hand situation. So you're telling me right now, though, it is 8:30, so we do have to go to the bottom of the hour now. And we're going to go ahead and start off with the weather forecast. And this edition of the weather is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Katie Jones, loan officer here at the Bank of Charlotte County at our office in Farmville. I'm here to help you finance your commercial, agricultural, or personal projects. Whether you are growing your business or planning your next big step, let's turn your plans into progress. Give us a call at 434-391-1136 or stop by our office at 405 East 3rd Street in Farmville. We are the Bank of Charlotte County, invested in Southside Virginia, invested in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And now time for your weather forecast. Starting off with today, a chance of showers between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a high around 56 degrees and southwest winds around 11 to 14 miles an hour with gusts as high as 28. Tonight, a chance of rain mainly after 5 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies with a low around 43 degrees and west winds around 5 to 7 miles an hour, becoming calm in the evening. On Thursday, look for rain mainly after 7 a.m. with a high around 54 degrees and calm winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour later in the afternoon. Last but not least, Thursday night, a chance of showers once again with a low around 38 in Farmville. So a lot of rain in the upcoming days, but shouldn't be too bad. Currently right now in Farmville, your temperature outside, 45 degrees with overcast skies. Humidity is at 46%. South winds around 10 miles an hour, and your barometer reading 29.78 in downtown Farmville. That's going to wrap it up for the weather forecast for right now. And once again, the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, in their loan office in downtown Farmville. So that's going to wrap it up for the weather forecast, and we have the birthday calendar coming up, and the birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson PC is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson PC for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
And it is now time for the birthday calendar. And we have quite a few birthdays for today, February 25th. Starting off, we have Jared Madison of Millboro, Virginia, celebrating a birthday, as well as Connie Smith of Farmville, Pastor John Flood of Dillwyn, and I'm gonna mess this one up. Dainty Lee of New Canton. I'm going to look up. I should probably know how to pronounce this one, but it threw me for a curveball. But once again, that's all I see on the list for today. And once again, if you have a birthday and you'd like to get that to us, you can call in at the phone number 434-394-0924. You can also email us at birthdays@wflo.net. And or you can go on our website under the on-air mentions page and submit birthdays directly from our website. And the correct pronunciation, I believe, is Deontay Lee of New Canton. Just the spelling of this one kind of threw me off a bit. But once again, the birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson PC. For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson PC, Main Street in Farmville. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the birthday calendar and the weather forecast. And once again, we do have open phone lines, so you can call in at the number 434-394-0924. I'd love to hear from you, whether it be, FTC or maybe even Potato. We haven't heard from him in quite a minute. So, I hope everybody's doing well out there and has a lot of plans for the the rest of this month. February slowly closing out. This one went by quite fast. A little sad to see it go. Is one of my favorite months. Not my all-time favorite, but definitely up there. Top five months for sure. But so we're gonna go ahead and get back into this day in history, just to look back on a few events that are of, noteworthiness. And let's see, 1943, British musician George Harrison, lead guitarist of the Beatles, was one of the most important and influential bands in the history of rock and roll, was born today in 1943. So that's kind of a historic birthday right there. Also happening in this day in history, we have, let's see here, not a whole lot. There's definitely some events, but just trying to find some noteworthy things to talk about. And 1948, the communists seized control of the government of Czechoslovakia. I'm totally butchering that, but I think you know what I'm trying to say there. So that is cool. Not really cool. That's actually not a cool event that happened in history today, but it did happen. Also happened here in this February 25th is in 1913, the 16th Amendment of the United States Constitution, which permitted a federal income tax, went into effect. So for all those people who complain about the taxes too much, that's the date to blame right there, 1913, and February 25th. Speaking of taxes, I don't know if anybody has filed their taxes yet. I would love to get to the point in my life where am filing taxes in February, and I'm not waiting till April 10th to file them because I just have a bad thing. I can't plan ahead when it comes to taxes, and I have all the papers too. It's not like I'm waiting for specific things to come in the mail, because sometimes you have to do that. Especially, if you worked a couple of odd jobs and you get a couple of, scarce, kind of odd W-2s coming in the mail, and you're trying to find them, you're trying to get a hold of people, like, that can happen. And then it's, it makes sense that you had to wait so late to file your taxes. But I know people who do it, like, in the end of February, and that's just beautiful, If anybody has any tips on how I can get that inspired, that I'm filing taxes in February versus waiting till the very last minute possible, I would love to hear some words of advice on that, because I need it, But anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a look at who was born today in history. And let's go ahead and go to the birthday calendar, and some famous celebrities, and obviously some historic figures in history. So first one we have is Sean Astin is turning 55 today, and obviously everybody knows Sean Astin from the movie Rudy, I'm sure. That was one of my favorite roles of his, and he is once again turning 55, and we do have a phone call coming in, so we're going to go ahead and take that. Right, and we're going to go ahead and say good morning. You're on the Call Flo radio show.
Oh, good morning, Noah. Did you hop to the phone this time?
I did hop to the phone. I jumped to the phone. I sprinted to the phone line today, yes.
Oh, man. I remember Sean Astin from The Goonies, not Rudy.
I'm looking at his filmography. Let me see here. He was in... Let's go ahead. He was obviously in Lord of the Rings, played Frodo. Not Frodo, I'm sorry. The other... Oh. Yeah. Other guy, not Frodo. But he was in... Yeah. You said The Goonies?
Yeah, wasn't he in Goonies?
Was he in Goonies? I have not seen Goonies, I'm embarrassed to say. I know that's a kind of a cult classic.
No, maybe it wasn't him.
I can Google this real fast and clarify that. But he was in a movie called The Willies. Would you happen to be thinking of that?
No.
No? Okay. We're gonna look it up, and we're gonna resolve it once and for all, and see if Sean Astin was in The Goonies or not. But caller, how are you doing today? You doing okay?
Yeah, fine. And you?
Doing.
Sounds like you're yes.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Not too bad. Doing okay. I have an orthodontist appointment later on today, so I'll have to be attending that. And yes, you know what? You're right. He was in The Goonies.
Oh.
Totally in The Goonies.
Man.
Yeah, that's
orthodontist appointment.
No, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Have you ever been to the orthodontist? I mean, I wish. I'll be honest. I wish I kind of got this when I was younger, and so I don't have to do it as an adult. But my parents were reluctant to contribute to my oral woes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just pull them and get fake ones, and it's done. You just drop them in a jar at night, and it's all good.
That is right.
You can get a one with a gold tooth, or maybe get an initial.
I thought about getting the gold tooth. I think that honestly, might be in my future. I feel like as a kid though, like as a child, as somebody 5 or 6, a gold tooth is like magical. You know what I mean? I remember there was an adult. I don't even know how they were related to us, if he was related, but they had a gold tooth or like a gold filling, and it was like so fascinating to me as a child. It was like the guy, he must be a pirate or something. He's got a gold tooth. How did he do that? So,
Yeah, the gold tooth and a patch, and you're hooked up, man.
Exactly. You're all set for Halloween year round.
Yes, and get a scar. The ladies will just go crazy. They love scars.
I don't know if that's true. Is it true? Maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it depends where, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
So,
but do you have any plans for the weekend, FTC?
No, I think it's. I'm hearing. What do you say? Is it going to be rainy or warm? I hear warm on Saturday. Maybe.
It might be. I think by Saturday it's going to kind of dry up. Yeah, I don't think we're expecting any rain on Saturday or Sunday. The last chance of rain is going to be Friday afternoon, and then Friday evening it should be clear.
Yeah, it might be a nice time to go to the local saloon.
Yes, the old Western Saloon in town, or otherwise known as the bar.
Yes, yeah. You break open the double doors and walk in with your cowboy boots and bow legs.
Yeah, you got the spurs rattling around and all that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Heck yeah.
Very nice. Well, yeah. What is your go-to drink caller? I mean, like when you go to a bar, I mean, are you one of those guys? Because there's people that go to bars, apparently, I've heard stories, and they don't order a drink. They order like a ginger beer. And then they sit by the bar with their ginger beer. And not that there's anything wrong with that. But like, you go to a bar, you better get an old-fashioned or a stiff, shot of something, I think, right?
Well, it depends if it's a bar or like a brewery.
Yeah, true.
Brewery, I'll just continue to sample instead of being a creature of habit.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you just get to try them all.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, well, there's definitely a lot of choice at a brewery. Different brews, specialty brews, and I like the seasonal ones as well. I got a Bold Rock, which I'm not usually a big Bold Rock guy, but it was like apple something. It wasn't like their regular apple that they sell, but it was like a seasonal kind of like cinnamon something, and it was amazing. And I still have one in the fridge. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's from like 2 years. I think it's from 2024. And I just cannot get rid of it for the life of me.
Wow, it's part of your fridge dilemma.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, you poor soul. What else do you have in there that predates written history?
I think I have some gravy that my mother gave me that's in the freezer, and it might be as old as my niece, who's like, 5. So I don't know specifically. I don't know how specifically old the things in my freezer are because I don't date things, because I like it. It should be a surprise, I should be able to heat something up and just be like, this has got to be. I like to estimate without any, basis of truth or reality. If I put a date on something and I put it in the freezer, then there's no guessing at how old it could be. You know what I mean? It's almost like a fun game that I play at home.
Yeah, I could picture that. Yes. So, kind of. Yeah. Have you, well, no, that would be advertising.
No, go ahead. What were we going to say?
There's a local eatery that had just popped up.
Okay.
On Main Street.
Yes.
I was wondering if you had visited it.
I have stopped by that eatery in Main Street. Yes, and I looked around. I haven't gotten food there. I know people who have, and I've heard great things about it, but I personally have not gone to that specific, eatery. Have you? And did you like it?
So this is the one. This is the one next to the diner.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, next to the diner.
No, I haven't. I think we're going to do a lunch date Friday and go and visit it and check it out. Yeah.
It should be a fun lunch date. That sounds nice.
Yes, curious.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right.
Check it out.
And do you pick up the bill after a date, or do you split for it? What's the protocol there, FTC?
Oh my gosh, no, we split it all. Yeah,
you split.
50. Heck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's a romantic date, and I'm I guess expecting activities after. I don't know how to put it nicely.
Okay, so okay, I understand. So there, in your mind, there are two things, and they're separate. That is, a romantic date and just a date without the romance.
Yeah, somehow your partner has to pay.
And just to kind of create some more contrast, maybe a romantic date, you pull out the chair for your partner, and as they sit down, right?
Yeah.
In a non-romantic date, it's more just like grab your own chair. I don't care, right?
Yeah,
it's that kind of vibe.
Yeah, maybe Or I sit down first and
Yeah. You
push it
order
out with
before
my
them,
foot.
you know, and make a fool of
Yeah.
yourself. You get drunk. No, okay.
Oh my gosh, yes, and I'm out the door before she's finished, and then she's stuck with it.
Beautiful. And now I got to ask you,
That's another one.
what is what's the ratio of like romantic dates compared to non-romantic dates per month for you personally? Does it vary that much? Is it kind of similar, on par with?
Oh, it's either it's pretty close to zero.
Okay. No, right? Like
sometimes you get in a rut, especially
Yeah.
this winter, and it's a horrible excuse. But you just get into a rut, and you got to break it.
so zero, is that for both romantic and non-romantic dates? So like zero in the sense of
yes,
Oh wow. And so this would be your
man.
first non-romantic date this year, I'm assuming?
You would probably assume correctly, yes.
Oh wow. Okay. And how does your lady feel about that? How does the wife feel? I mean, is she pretty much on the same page as you? As like, we'll do it when we get to it, and or do you think she is possibly? I was gonna say miserable, but that's not the right word. Just like maybe wanting more. What do you think? What do you think though? Because I mean, go ahead.
Sometimes I can see misery in her eyes, yeah. And I'm not, but I mean, sometimes it's just the weather and just the, just work, and you get a little tired. I mean, it just takes effort.
Yeah, no, it takes effort to be married and date and all of those things.
Yes, but it's nice to get out. The town is tiny, so
Sure, yeah.
I'm just looking for something new to spark your fancy.
Exactly, yeah. No, you gotta change it up. You gotta be like
Of course, you get out there, yeah.
keep the keep the spontaneity alive and keep the surprises going. What in I don't know if you feel comfortable sharing this type of information, but like as far as like surprises go, what are some of your biggest surprises that you've given to your wife that you feel personally good about, that you were like, that was a great surprise, she had no idea X, Y, and Z?
A great surprise. Yeah, here's one.
Okay.
It was, I don't know how many Christmases ago it was, but I had a toenail that had fallen off, and it was just before Christmas, so I put it on a string and put it in a box. And we would joke about there was a jeweler in Maryland, and it was I think Jared. Zachary's, yes, Zachary's, and I wrote on the box, and Zachary's has a little bit of a jingle or something that's kind of a.
So let me make sure I understand the story correctly. You had a toenail. You cut the toenail off. You got a jewelry box from Zachary's.
No,
okay.
It was just a little box that was
Sure.
very Christmassy.
Okay.
But I had written on it Zachary's.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
So so I drilled a hole in the toenail and put a string on it, and
that's what you gifted your wife.
Yeah, it was kind of. I guess romantic to share a body part with your mate.
Sure, yeah, no, you have to do that, and for things. Yeah, but how did she respond to receiving the toenail?
Oh, she saw the humor.
Oh, she felt she saw. Okay,
So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's always been a joke, so I just happened to do that, and I guess in the future I'll do it again if something else falls off my body, and
some
I'm not
people
sure
are.
what's next.
I know some people are very superstitious about like things like toenails and stuff, and like I don't know. Apparently, like some people believe if you leave your toenails everywhere, somebody could come across it and kind of voodoo. I don't know specifically what the proper term would be, but basically cause some harm to your life, not physically, but just like cause problems for you.
I can understand that, yeah. But then, what's crazy? I saw there's a show on called Strange Addictions.
Yeah.
And there was this person that just devoured their own nails. And you could see them munching. There was pictures of them munching on their toenails, toenails in their mouth.
Oh, jeez.
And it just looked, I don't know, very primitive, I guess.
Yeah, it is very primitive. Yeah, very, very primitive.
So.
Interesting. Well, I'm glad your wife found the humor in that, because if I tried pulling that stuff with like any person I would be dating, I'm pretty sure I would be on the curb with like a trunk, like an old-timey steam trunk.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, that's not a, and to be totally fair to you, if I received a gift like that, I would immediately question, what am I doing? But like that's that's a beautiful thing you guys got going on. The fact that you could give your wife an old toenail and she understands the joke. Like I mean that's something that just doesn't fall off trees.
No, it took effort.
Yeah,
it took effort and thought to So what the heck?
Yeah,
it's all in fun, man. It's all in fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, how is your cat enjoying that toy yet?
Jeff is enjoying that toy very much so. He he bats it around every. I have to kind of put it away occasionally, so he creates that kind of like newness. If it's always out, he kind of forgets that they're around. If that makes sense. And so I'll put it in a kitchen drawer that has nothing else in it other than a couple of cat toys. And, every once in a while when he's like trying to get on my last nerve, I will be like, hey, Jeff, catch, and I'll throw that in like the little bird. And it does help. He's definitely gotten better too. I know last time we talked about that, I think I was telling you he was pretty scared of the mechanical part of the bird, but it's gotten to the point where he understands how it works and he enjoys it. So yeah, I gotta say, thank you so much for that gift, man. That was
oh my God.
Very helpful. That was a great. Jeff enjoys that a lot. So.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
That is. Well, good.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you'd like to talk about, caller? Any other fun, plans? Any other non-romantic or romantic dates you might be going on? Any problem? What is ailing you, caller? I don't know if you have this, but like my grandmother, when I was much younger, I would just have a look on my face, and she would look at me, and she would be like, "What is ailing you?" And I guess like that was her way of being like, speak up, what's your problem? But like, do you have anything that's ailing you? Do you have anything that's like, kind of on your mind, whether it's, local or more kind of bigger on the grand scheme of things?
Wow. That's a interesting question. Almost prying, huh? But not trying to pry.
Not trying to pry. I'm trying to help.
Yes. Yes. No, everything seems to be good.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yes, everything seems to be good. Just did you check out that site for that ghost investigation?
You know what? I did not check out that site for the ghost investigation. I've been meaning to though. Yeah, I need to go to that.
Oh, I mean, if you're I think I might check it out and do a visit.
Yeah, I mean, now is the time to kind of do things like that. I think when it's like a little chilly outside, it creates the perfect atmosphere for something like that to kind of happen, and there's plenty of tours around for stuff like that. So yeah, no, I think that's a great plan, FTC. I think you should definitely book it. Maybe that could be a fun romantic date, go scavenge, go look for ghosts and then grab a bite to eat after, I guess, because I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to make you feel like you have to stay on the line if you don't want to, but obviously, we do have two phone lines today. So, if somebody else tries calling in, we can switch to them as well. You're unfortunately unable to hear them, but we can hear them, so we can kind of go back and forth between calls as of today. So.
I almost feel like a co-host.
A little bit like a co-host right now. Yeah, you're definitely filling the role of a co-host. Yes.
So, yeah, why not? Did you catch any of the Did you stay up and watch the speech last night?
No, I did not. Did you?
Oh gosh, I'm usually in bed in the wintertime when it gets dark.
Yes.
No, but it was rerun a number of times last night, so I caught bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
And yeah, it was nice. It was nice. They gave a shout out to the men's hockey team.
Oh yeah.
That was nice.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I did not get a chance to watch that. I plan on probably watching a little bit here and there after after it's all posted online. I'm sure it's already posted somewhere, but just kind of like, stuff like that. It's hard to kind of watch live, especially it was like kind of promoted to be it's going to be like a very long speech too, right? I think we were talking about that earlier this week.
That was the rumor.
Do you know how long it was actually?
No, I don't. I had heard rumors up to I couldn't imagine him talking for 2 hours. It could have been 2 hours plus.
Wow.
But yeah, sometimes it's just fun to watch the response for the other side. Doesn't matter who's doing the speech, just watching the other side and how they protest and their little tight-lipped look, and everybody's wearing the same thing, and nobody's applauding. Even if it's something good, why not just say, yeah, hey, recognize somebody? So.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So at least, but what the heck?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
From what you watched, you thought it was a relatively good speech from what you've seen, though, right?
Yeah, I guess it depends what side you're on, but I thought it was informative. So there'll be people that are going to try to disprove everything, and then others that are going to try to, I guess, prove the other things.
Sure,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, it was just, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was nice. It was. But he talks so much anyway, so it was just another winded speech, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the current president of the United States of America has a incredible ability to, which I mean, like, at the end of the day, my favorite president's it's not even political, I don't think. It's more about the way they represented America and, represented values, and like, I really enjoyed Obama, and like looking back at his speeches, he man of the people, I would say, and again, not even speaking politically here, just purely about presentation and care and really getting to the issues. Also, Richard Nixon has to be on that list as well, because like you look at some of his speeches, he just really cares, and like there's that story of him like in the White House, and there was like a group of people protesting about like one of the horrible things Nixon was doing, and it was a bunch of young kids. It was like a bunch of yippies, kids in their like late teens or late 20s, and they're very like anti-government. And apparently, Richard Nixon leaves the White House and with security and meets these kids like outside, and he starts talking to them. And he listens to him, and he is like, he is wanting to resolve any issue. So it was just like really interesting. But that's what I think I enjoy in most in presidents, is like their ability to like, how can they you don't want somebody to ramble on forever, but like somebody who is able to really encompass the feelings of the current climate.
Yes, I kind of know what you mean. I think that. Yeah, it was nice. I think he would have been a good president if he had finished out his term.
Yeah, maybe. But anyways, FTC, it was great talking to you, but we do have to go. It is 9 o'clock, so we have to hop to the news and weather. But thank you for co-hosting the last half. I appreciate it. That was very nice of you.
Oh, thanks for the stage, and bill's in the mail.
All right, sounds good. We'll send that check out now. All right, bye-bye. All right, that's been the Call Flo show for February 25th. Noah Messarge signing off, and we do have your news and weather coming up after this.